Hey, what's up? Today I'm ranking the best times of day to play Minecraft at. This might seem like a stupid idea at first, but it actually kind of makes sense. You know, Minecraft is a pretty vibe-oriented game. And I feel like the time of day you're playing at can make or break your experience sometimes. Also, ignore that the Am I Gay test has popped up on my screen. I think they might be onto me. Alright, but whatever, let's just get into it. Okay, first I'm gonna start with what I consider to be a fresh new day, 6 a.m. Oh wait, I forgot, I kinda wanna add an E tier. Alright, it doesn't follow the color scheme at all, but I don't care. Okay, so 6 a.m. Honestly, not a good time to be playing Minecraft. This probably means that you've woken up early enough so you can play before you have school or work, and that's just gonna be looming on your mind and preventing you from having optimum fun. It could be worse, but I think it's on the lower end. I think I'd throw it in D tier. Next up, 7 a.m., that one song that Kanye made. Yeah, this time, it's a pretty good time. Okay, but if you're playing at 7 a.m., you could just be an early riser. You could possibly not have as much going on. That's not too early to be that bad. It's definitely better than 6. You're still probably on a time constraint, but not as bad, so I'm just gonna put it in C. Alright, where is he? The number 8's definitely like a man, though, even though it looks like a pair of boobs. There's something just like, he gets shit done. Not that a woman can't fuck, I keep doing this. Alright, 8 a.m. is a good time. If you're playing at 8 a.m., you probably have a good day ahead of you. This isn't a bad day if you're able to play at 8 a.m. Honestly, I'd throw it in A tier for that because there's like a 90% chance you're having a fun day if you're able to play at 8 a.m. And then, I'm trying to like single out these times individually, but I think 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. also follow suit. Yeah, very similar vibe as if you're playing at 8 a.m., so I think those get A tier as well. Okay, now here's where things might get interesting. 11 a.m. You're pushing lunchtime. The day's starting to like move past you a little bit. I think I put that in C. And I also think I put, 12 p.m. in C. Now we have 1 p.m. I could see someone's argument for like, this is like post-lunch, you're having fun, but for me, I feel the most fulfilled when I'm playing a game, not at like pivotal hours of the day. So I'd throw 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. in E tier, because I don't know, I'd feel like, man, I should be like working out right now, not playing Minecraft. Some logic like that. That's how my brain thinks. When I look at those times and I astral project myself into me playing at those times, I'm like, no, I don't like that. Alright, here we go. Here's where things pick back up. 3 p.m. This is like post-school for a lot of people. This is like prime procrastinating homework, playing the game time. I forgot to say, I've definitely played at all these times of day, so I'm very much qualified to tell you about this. I think I'd throw 3 p.m., 4 p.m., and 5 p.m. all in B tier. But also, you're not clear of the hurdle yet. You still probably have a few things you gotta do that you're putting off if you're playing at those times. Okay, what's next? 6 p.m.? It's kind of, 6 p.m. is universal dinner time. If it's 6 p.m., I'm trying to plan out what I'm gonna eat, whether I want to like try to eat healthy or if I just want to fucking throw my day away and hate myself. Yeah, once again, it just feels like one of those points in the day where it's like, you should have something going on. Alright, 7 p.m. This is where you start like to push into like the good hours territory. I mean, there's still a chance, that you've some shit you gotta do and you're still just procrastinating. It kind of gives me similar vibes as these times, so I'll put it in B. Okay, here we go. 8 p.m. Very solid. Now you're probably past most of the shit. This is where like your obligations are probably behind you for the day. Now you can start to actually get in the fucking gamer zone. Alright, but yeah, so, I feel like 8 p.m. is up here, Then 9 p.m. is very similar vibes to 8 p.m. Whoa, not up there. Nice try, buddy. Now here's the big boy. Guess where he's going? Psych S. 10 p.m. God, what a beautiful time to play the game. Now you have the stillness of night, but you're still fresh and focused and you can have a good time. It's just that perfect happy medium of like, the world's slowed down now, but you haven't felt it yet because you're in the fucking gamer zone again. but this time even more. 11 p.m. I don't think it's quite as good as 10, but it's still up there. 11 p.m. is not quite as good. Your focus might be slipping a little more than 10 p.m. I'd also throw 12 a.m. in that same category where you're still having fun, but, you know, you're probably getting a little sleepy at this point, and it might be inhibiting your gamer skills and such. Now we have 1 a.m. This can be pretty fun, but also this is kind of like, okay, you're hurting your sleep schedule a little here, but it's still pretty fun. The vibes are still there. I'd put it B. I think 2 a.m. is very similar. So yeah, both of those go B. Alright, 3 a.m. I think things fall off significantly here. I'd throw it in D tier. And it just gets fucking worse from here. Now we have 4 a.m. I'd throw it in E. Yeah, I mean, it's worse than 3 a.m. You're like feeling pretty brain dead at this point. And last, but actually least, is 5 a.m. If you're playing at 5 a.m., you have severely fucked up. I've been trying to think of any pro to 5 a.m. Minecraft, and I'm not seeing it. The only time this could almost be redeemable is if it's summer and you're a student and you have break, or during winter break. You know, then it becomes slightly better, but still. But also, you're not even having fun. You're just like trucking through it. You're probably doing some grindy shit. At 5 a.m., you're probably just strip mining and doing nothing else. Alright, I've ragged on 5 a.m. long enough. That's the tier list. I don't know, I think this is pretty valid. I think most people would agree with a lot of this stuff. But, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think, maybe you think 5 a.m. is fucking peak and maybe you think 10 p.m. blows. I don't know. If you had to give a time, S tier or F tier, what 2 times would they be? Let me know that. Alright, that's it. Hope you liked this unique idea, and I'll see you next time. Bye.